Okay, hello guys, and welcome to my, I guess we can say, follow-up channel to my original gaming channel, Nekolive Gaming. This is my Nekolive Tech and IRL channel. We'll basically be maintaining on, well, IRL life, what I do with, well, gas containers and, well, everyday work, and also computer tech. So you can go down, go on my channel page. It will be a direct link to my gaming channel there. A bit about myself for you guys that don't know. First of all, I live in Norway, Trøndelag. So here at Charlottenlund University, high school. And what I do to everyday basics. Well, I am on school. Pretty practical, just general work. Last couple days I've been working on a power generator that's been kind of bumped and dead. We got that one up again. Lately I've been working on 5-liter ice adapter. This is a carbon dioxide tank used together with some spare distillery and stuff. Some adapters run right, and we needed an extra adapter, or the customer needed an extra adapter, so we've been trying to get all of that together. And other than that, not much. I really been working on with some electrical stuff. I'll show you a bit around. So what I've been working on is basically this bastard, because we had a this power outlet had one that was dead, so we're finding a new one of these. This is a single 3-phase, I think it's a 16 amp if I remember right. Yeah, rated 16 amp power outlet, 3-phase, and this body. So I've been working on that. I've also been working on refurbing this one. Got some new paint on the top here. I am going to be painting the top cover there. I haven't done that yet. Got this one on, and we'll see if I sooner or later take my notch on actually painting up the main unit of it itself, just refurbing some stuff. So that I've been working on. There's the new fucking angle grinder. So let's eat. Other than that, not much. Nice, because that helped me a lot in my video editing. The specs on the computer I'm using right now, it's an i7 7th gen. It's an 4-core processor, has 8 logical cores, can go up to 340 gigahertz, and I've actually gotten it before it downclocked itself. So usually I lay it at 2.20 to 2.10 because the temperature was so high on it. I have a video coming up on that. But that video is on my girlfriend's phone, so I have to ingest it from her phone before I can start to transcode it and then edit it. Basically, where I changed thermal paste and changed the GPU fan because I ordered the wrong fan, and cleaned out all the dust, because the unknown, which is the buddy of mine, if you watch my gaming channel and Twitch, you'll probably know I've been playing a lot with him. This is actually his old computer. It's an MSI Leopard 72F, i7, 4-core and GTX 1060. He has had it for 5 years, and to say it like that, he's kind of a bunk, so he never cleaned out the fans in this guy. So when I opened it, it's not weird that the fan were making noises, the CPU fan, and it's not weird it was thermal throttling, because all that dust basically didn't let any air out, so it kept the air up in there, which slowed down the fan. That was the problem all along. After I cleaned it out, I ran a steady, I think it was everywhere from 60, 65 to 71 degrees idle with just my regular applications running, before it went straight up to 95 no matter what. And it downclocked itself without me even running games. Now I can run pretty much any game without the computer thermal throttling, which is pretty nice. Now so it's running smooth now. Other than that, one M.2 drive, one HHD drive or SSD, regular SSD. I think it's actually an SSHD to be exact. So that's where I keep all my footage. I have my games on it as well. Technically, you would run your games off of the NVMe drive, the M.2. But since I have so small capacity, I think it's 120 gig stick. I can't have my games in there because my game ranges for a total of, I think it was 500 to 600 gigabytes in just games. So obviously I don't have space for that on my NVMe. But when I build my new AMD Ryzen 5900X 4.8 GHz turbo 12 core processor system on that motherboard, the Asus ROG Strix 570F, it has two NVMe 2.0 slots. So I'm going to be having two Samsung Evo 1TB drives in there. One which is my boot media and games share, and another one which is going to be only the file structure for ingest footage and transcode footage and Premiere project. So that is a Premiere only dedicated drive. And then I'm gonna be having Siegegate Barracuda's two 8TB drives as archival drives, which I'm gonna stripe together in probably RAID 0 or RAID 5 inside of Windows. Because then I have fast access to my footage, so it scrolls easier on the timeline. Now as I've converted it to ProRes 422, it works totally fine. For gaming footage, the process of converting it to ProRes is a bit more heavy on the computer. Now, with a 12-core processor and a GTX 3070 NVIDIA card, I don't see that being a problem. But in the event of some kind of error or something, it can turn out to a very long process. Like earlier, I tried to convert a 1 hour H.264 clip 60 FPS over to ProRes 422, and let's just say the remaining time ended up being at about 3 something hours. Now I don't have time to sit 3 hours and wait for that to be done without using my computer, because I have to get videos out and streams. We'll see how I go about that. Usually I convert the timeline to Cineform 10-bit when I'm working with H.264, because Cineform 10-bit is easier to work on as a timeline format than having H.264 on the or IME peg frame directly on the timeline as well. So I usually change the sequence settings to Cineform 10-bit. Being said, otherwise on this machine, obviously, I have clocked it, so now running at basically idle with a few programs open. I'm at 72. And my fan was before with clogged dust, it was only going to 2100 RPM, and it sounded like a stalling prop plane. Much better performance. Obviously, I have overclocked my GPU. Maybe a bit much, but it's because I were having some tiny issues. But it's running fine now, and I haven't had a problem with my CPU downclocking itself yet, which is pretty nice. As you see, I have two presets down in here. And I have one which is ProRes 422 transcode, which is used to transcode the videos, and one YouTube 1080p, which is the one I use when I render the videos in the end to upload to YouTube. And you can probably see that my target rate is set to 8 megabytes per second. It's because I don't have to go over 8 megabytes per second, because the recommended bitrate for 1080p footage on YouTube is only 8 megabits or megabytes per second. So I think that's a little bit of a wrap for this episode. We're gonna be starting with more proper videos throughout next week. Now, just to have that said, from 23rd of December to 28th of December, I'm going up north to my family to have Christmas. My girlfriend is going to her own family, and we'll be back home at the same time, which means hopefully both me and her can get back on the video production line pretty soon. Now, I don't know how it's going to be for me. I have dentist hour the 8th, so I don't see myself being there the whole day, but I don't know how things are going to go about that, so we'll see about that one. But anyway, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Been Nekolive Gaming here, or Carl Christian, Nekolive IRL. Take an IRL, and I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned and stay awesome. Nekolive out.